Have you ever noticed how drained you feel after sex or masturbation? Not just relaxed, but exhausted, like someone pulled the plug on your energy. You wake up the next morning still feeling foggy, sluggish, maybe even a little dizzy. And deep down, you start to wonder, is this normal? Or is something wrong with me? If you've asked yourself that quietly, you're not alone. Thousands of men, especially over 50, struggle with this silent fatigue after ejaculation, but very few talk about it. Even fewer understand what's really happening inside their body. Some blame age, some blame stress. But the truth? There's a very real, very biological reason your energy crashes after you climax. And today, we're going to unpack it gently, clearly, and with zero judgment, because once you understand what's behind this tiredness, you can finally stop fearing it and start fixing it. Hi, I'm Dr. Lily Anderson. I've spent the last 18 years working closely with men facing real, private, and often unspoken challenges, especially as they age. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: your body always speaks. The question is, are we listening? In today's video, I'm going to explain the real reason why some men feel completely wiped out after ejaculation. We'll dive into what's happening to your hormones, your energy systems, and even your brain. But more importantly, I'll show you simple, natural ways to recover faster, feel stronger, and restore your energy without pills or pressure. So if you've ever felt drained after intimacy and didn't know why, you're in the right place. Let's begin. 1. Rehydrate with purpose. Don't let fluids fool you. After ejaculation, your body doesn't just release semen. You also lose fluids, electrolytes, and trace minerals, all of which are essential for energy production. But here's the twist. Most men drink plain water and think it's enough. The truth is, without sodium, potassium, and magnesium, your cells can't absorb that water effectively. So you end up rehydrating on the surface, but still feeling drained deep down. What works better? Within 15 to 30 minutes after sex or masturbation, sip a simple electrolyte drink. 1 cup of water, a pinch of sea salt, a squeeze of lemon. Optional, half a teaspoon of raw honey. This combo does 3 things: replaces lost minerals, boosts circulation, helps your adrenal system calm down and rebalance. One man in my clinic told me, "That silly little lemon water made more difference than any energy drink I've tried." The key isn't fancy, it's intentional hydration, giving your body exactly what it lost. 2. Eat one recovery food within 1 hour. Your body just performed a full body contraction response. Blood flowed, hormones surged, and muscle groups activated. It's not unlike finishing a light workout. So, feed it like one. What works best? A protein plus fat combo that supports hormone recovery and cellular repair. Think simple. 2 boiled eggs, a handful of pumpkin seeds, rich in zinc, a slice of avocado toast. Why zinc? Because it's one of the key nutrients lost in semen, and your body uses it to rebuild testosterone and dopamine, the very chemicals responsible for energy, mood, and desire. Skipping this step? That's like running your engine without refueling. Pro tip: if you're not hungry, even just 1 boiled egg with sea salt can shorten that post-ejaculation fatigue window by hours. 3. Move gently. Don't just collapse. Here's something almost no one tells men. Lying down immediately after climax may make fatigue worse. Why? Because your blood pressure drops, your vagus nerve activates, and your body enters a deep parasympathetic state, which can feel great, unless you stay there too long. A gentle movement helps reset that balance. Right after ejaculation, take 5 to 10 minutes to do deep belly breathing. Inhale 4 counts, exhale 6, stretch lightly, hips, back, neck, or take a short barefoot walk around your house. It doesn't need to be a workout, just motion to re-engage your circulation, stabilize your hormones, and signal your brain that you're ready to recover. One of my clients, age 59, said, "I used to knock out for an hour. Now I just stretch and breathe for 10 minutes, and I'm clear-headed and calm instead of wiped." These 3 small shifts, hydration, recovery fuel, and gentle movement, might sound simple, but when done consistently, they change how your body responds to climax. Instead of feeling like you've lost energy, you'll feel like you've just reset it. Let me tell you about someone I worked with not long ago. Mark is 63, a retired engineer, quiet, thoughtful, and not the type to talk much about personal stuff. But during one appointment, he leaned in and said, almost whispering, "Doc, every time after I finish, I feel wiped out. Not just tired, but hollow, like I have nothing left in the tank." He told me he used to bounce back quickly in his younger years, like flipping a switch, he said. But now, even a short moment of intimacy would leave him foggy for the rest of the day. No energy, no clarity, just this dragging fatigue that made him avoid sex altogether. He worried it was a sign of something worse, maybe heart issues or low testosterone or just aging winning. We ran his labs. His heart was fine, testosterone a bit low, but not dangerously so. What we found instead was this. His recovery systems were undernourished and out of rhythm. I gave him the exact 3 steps I shared earlier. Rehydration with lemon plus sea salt, morning eggs with pumpkin seeds, 10 minutes of stretching and deep breathing after climax. That's it. 3 weeks later, Mark emailed me. His subject line just said, "Different man." I did what you said, nothing fancy, but I didn't crash. I actually woke up the next day and went for a walk with my wife. No dragging, no fog. It's the first time in years I didn't feel ashamed of my own body. Mark didn't just change his routine. He changed his relationship with recovery and with himself. Let's break down what's actually happening in your body after you ejaculate and why it can feel like someone flipped the switch off inside you. The hormone drop. Your inner chemistry shifts fast. During climax, your brain releases a surge of dopamine, the feel-good, high-energy chemical. But right after, it floods you with prolactin, a hormone that signals your body to rest and recover. Think of it like your body's saying, "We're done here. Time to power down." For younger men, this dip is temporary, but after 50, prolactin levels stay elevated longer, and dopamine takes longer to bounce back. That means you feel tired, unmotivated, or even emotionally flat for hours after. 2. Nutrient loss. You're depleting more than you think. Each ejaculation doesn't just release semen, it also uses up zinc, crucial for testosterone, magnesium for muscle and nerve function, vitamin B6 for energy production. If your diet is already low in these, your body can't refill the tank fast enough. That's why post-climax fatigue feels deeper, heavier, and more lasting as you age. 3. The nervous system shift. From go mode to shutdown. Ejaculation activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. This slows your heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and signals your body to recover. It's a natural process, but if your system is already under stress or your blood circulation is sluggish, this shutdown feels like hitting a wall. So what's the fix? You don't need to fight your biology. You just need to support it. Rehydrate with minerals. Replenish lost nutrients. Gently wake the system back up with breath or movement. You're not broken. You're just missing a few recovery tools. If you've been feeling drained, tired, or disconnected after intimacy, please hear this. You are not broken. You are not alone. And you are not too late. What your body is doing isn't wrong. It's trying to protect you. The tiredness, the lack of energy, it's your system waving a small flag saying, "Hey, I need some help recovering." And the good news? You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to start with one small change. Maybe tomorrow morning you drink that lemon water instead of skipping breakfast. Maybe you stretch for 5 minutes instead of crashing on the couch. Maybe you boil 2 eggs tonight so your body has something to rebuild with. None of this makes you weak. In fact, it's the opposite. It means you're finally listening to what your body's been quietly asking for years. You don't have to rush. Just begin. Energy isn't something you lost forever. It's something you can rebuild, one gentle habit at a time. If this video spoke to something you felt but couldn't quite explain, I want you to know you're not the only one. This is a safe space, a space where men like you are learning to understand their bodies, not through shame, but through truth, care, and small, healing steps. So if you found something helpful here, go ahead and click that like button. It helps this message reach someone else who might be silently struggling right now, just like you were. And if you've got a question, drop it in the comments. What have you noticed in your own recovery? What still confuses you? I read every word, and your story might be the sign someone else needs to start their own journey. Make sure you're subscribed, because next time, we're diving into something every man wonders about: how to improve sperm quality and vitality after 50, naturally. Until then, stay kind to your body. It's listening.